Hello team, it's Sarabi and today we are going to do a mock booking training with a cruise line. So we are going to do Carnival today. I'm going to share my screen. So you go to your GoCCL login. All right, and then it'll pull up all of this here. So what I like to do is I like to go to booking on the side here, and then I actually go down to rates and promotions first. And then from there, that's where I go and search all of the sailings. So I am going to go to Pack and Go Sail, and then individual here, and it'll bring you to a rate code section up there, and then you can kind of decide what you want to go for. So I always have my cruise settings for 4 people just because the prices look different and it makes it look a little bit more appealing for your ad because that's what it's supposed like that's what it's for. And then I always do 6 to 9 days, and then I go from low to high and pick from that list there. So as you see, we have a few different options. Let's see where this one goes. Abunke, Amber Cove. And you see Grand Turk on there. That's actually a really good sale for a lot of cruises because the Grand Turk port in Carnival is like really nice. Um, yeah, we're gonna go to the one in January. So we're gonna select this sailing. And then from here, you can choose which discount code you want to use. So just going through it, hovering over, you can see details and then it tells you the details of each one. Or if you like to compare between the two, you can choose which ones you want to compare by hitting these, and then it'll bring up a different tab for you. So just looking at this, I always start with the cheapest one, which is the great rates, and then I look at the details that it gives. So the deposit is non-refundable. Select sailings, new bookings, guarantee cabin, they will assign a room. So just going in there, reading the details, it's more so important to do that when you actually have a client than to do a mock booking because you can always change this according to the client that you have. So we are going to actually do this one for a balcony room because that's a great rate for a balcony. And again, even though this says obstructed view, um, when we're actually qualifying our clients, we can actually change the different state rooms that they're going to actually be in. This is just so that we can get those numbers out there. So this is going to be our agent view. If you send over like a guest quote, you can go to guest view, put all this information in, and then you can actually email these quotes out to your clients as well. But for the purpose of the actual mock booking, we're just going to view the agent view. It has all of this on here. And then I'm going to add travel protection for all of them, as well as the taxes and gratuities. Now, this is why I do guest for 4 instead of just 2, because look, guest 1 and guest 2 is $190, but once you get to guest 3 and guest 4, it's only $10 per person. So it really brings down the price per person when you bundle it all together that way. So we have the final payment here, and then we have the deposit information here. This is gonna show you all of like the cruise rates, the fares, your commission if you book it. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna work off of this deposit number. So 196 divided by 4, 299. So we're gonna market this for $300 per person deposit. So getting all of the information, typically with my cruise bookings, I keep the text very simple because the more information you give out, the more likely they're able to kind of find that booking, especially with Carnival. So we're just gonna write 3-day Eastern. This is gonna be 300 per person. And it's for 4 balcony. So when I post my cruise ads, I like to use Canva. There's Poster My Wall as well. I'm just partial to Canva because I've been using that from the start, so I know how to use it. But this is an example of the ad that I will make for that. So it's very simple, 6-day Eastern cruise, balcony up to 4 people. The text, the call to action, which has my information, and then the deposit information. So we are going to build this from scratch. I always choose Instagram post square because Instagram, they're really funny about like their dimensions on your posts. So I just picked that one just to start off with. That way I don't have to worry about resizing it later. And then you pick a template. So they have a whole bunch of different templates here. You can always just search travel and then you can pick a bunch of templates from there. The ones that have crowns on them are for the pro subscribers only. So you would have to pay to be a pro subscriber, but they do have like free ones as well. Like this one is free already. Another one I like to use is this one. It has a cruise boat on there already, and then you can put the information there and there. Um, but yeah, you can go in there, see the different templates that you like to use. So we are gonna start building this ad. 6-day Eastern. Caribbean cruise. Balcony 404. Excuse me. Up a little bit. Spread it out. This a little bit smaller. Kind of resizing it a little. All right. I'm going to move this down a little bit because we're going to add a border later. Okay. So now you can add little elements on the side with Canva, with Canva as well. So elements. Actually, before that, we're going to actually have all the information on there first. So I'm going to click on this text and then I'm going to hit this duplicate part so that way I can have my phone number and everything on there. So I always have somebody, well, for my like ads, I always have them text me with a vacation code. So that way, not only do I know what booking they're talking about. Or which ad they're talking about. I know kind of what they're looking for as well. So if that particular one is like unavailable, then I can find things like that one to kind of sell to them if it's available. Text Caribbean to 614. Okay, so this is kind of, I'm gonna kind of bring this in a little, fatten that boy up. And then changing fonts up here, you can change them to whatever you'd like. I am partial to like cursive-y kind of fonts. That's just my personal style. Most of my ads have that same style on there. But with my call to action, I always have that like a different font and like a different color or something. So it draws the attention of your clients or potential clients rather. And then for effects, because this color gets washed off in the background, like with the background text, you can choose different styles for your text. So it's kind of hard to see the differences on there. But if you want to make it glowy, if you want to make it glitchy, for this one, I'm going to choose a background. And then I'm going to change the background color to something bright so that way it catches your eye. It's very bright. So that's like the first thing you see. They're like, okay, this is what I need to do in order to get this booked. But that will be under the effects tab. All right, so I am going to change the fonts on these as well. And if you go through and look at my ads, like you'll see I have the same like fonts for a lot of them. I like to choose favorites and then stick with them. Where is bakery? There she goes. Yes. I like this. It's classy, classy, classy. Okay. All right. So I have my information on there. Need one more text box for the deposit information. That's also a selling factor. So we're just doing $300 deposit. Per person. Gonna make that a little small. And what I like to do is with the deposit information, I like to add that separately onto a different like shape or something. So it has its own little space. I'm gonna change this to something bright. And then we're gonna put that deposit information on there. It's a little bit small. Okay. And then last, you want to add something on here. Just because that kind of looks like, you know, a little plain a little. So you can add a border. Besides that. I'm gonna move this. Oh, shoot. We'll change that to white. Okay. And then I'm gonna, come on. That's the beauty of Canva. We have like a love-hate relationship sometimes. We are going to go back up, back up, back up. All right, come on, let me move this over just a tad. There we go. All right, bring it back. And I'm gonna change that to white. And then last, I'm going to add my logo. So there's a couple of different ways you want to do this. I have a generic logo where I can change it and modify it according to my ads. So I always click this. And then the cool thing about this is like if this color doesn't really work with whatever ad you're using, you can use this background remover our part, and it takes off the background and you can keep your logo and put what and use it for whatever. I usually use that feature when I have like darker ads or like white ads, and then I just add the frame around it, but that is an option for you. So we're gonna bring that back. And because this, you can actually see what my logo looks like on this background. I'm gonna just leave it as is, and then I'm just gonna add a frame. My signature is a golden circle. And then I just put my logo on my ad as well. Right, because we want to make sure we're branding ourselves. So there, uh, that's my ad. You hit file, download. I already created one like this. This is just a tutorial on how I executed that. But yeah, this will be an ad that you post onto Facebook. And going on here, I always use my Made a Business suite to make my posts. I'm going to go on this Made a Business suite. Planner. Now again, I did look this one up already and created a post for it. So this is what I put in my text. See more. Just gonna put it post. So I use this text box on the side. I put January special, right? Because we don't want to put the dates. That way they can't search it themselves, but they do know it's going to be sailing in January. A little, I like to call it like an introductory kind of sentence to kind of get the client excited about like what it is, because as you see on Facebook, it has only these two on there. So you want both of these to be attention grabbing, because not you never know if somebody's going to hit this see more and to actually see the information on there. So you want to have these two at least be catching to the eye. But yeah, spend 6 days sailing the Eastern Caribbean, includes the balcony room, the taxes and gratuities, travel protection. I have my deposit information starting at this. And we always want to say starting at, just because it could, like we said, the prices change all the time. So you don't want to say that it's going to be this price definitely when you never know if it is going to be. And then I put can hold this until August 23rd. So I got that information from, oh, like I said, this changed. I looked this up yesterday and it said the 24th, which is why I put the 23rd on there. But the deposit information is due the 25th. So I always do it like a day before just to give people that buffer time because sometimes you'll have that late responder say, hey, is this special still available? And you being the person that or knowing the information is like a day sooner, you could be like, yeah, we can still get that special for you. And then the client's happy and you look like a hero, basically. Text Caribbean to this number. And then you have your insurance policies here along with your hashtags. So that's on there. Have that saved. And another way you can do these like scheduling posts, you can always change them. Like what I did is I changed it to the optimal times for Facebook and Instagram. So that's why it's gonna post today versus posting yesterday. But you can go in really and like schedule a lot of your mock bookings or like sell sports events and like concert tickets and stuff like that. You can really go ahead and schedule those like a week in advance. So that's another cool thing about the Meta Suite. When you're posting your ads, you can plan it out, and it's kind of helpful too because if you're on vacation or something, then you'll still be able to get your ads out there, and then um, keep your algorithms up at the same time. So that covers our Carnival mock booking training. I hope this was helpful to everybody. Um, be sure to like and comment below and subscribe to my page. We will be posting more informational videos and marketing videos to help you elevate your business. All right. Thank you. Have a great day.